Now this section's a little bit about my media career and where do I see it going. So where do you see your media career going in the next 12 months? Just today actually, whilst I'm recording this, I've been on WCR FM talking about how isolation is affecting me. WCR FM have been really good with me and want to help me with my journey, so I'm very thankful for this. So hopefully some big opportunities coming up in terms of radio. When I spoke to Alan McAnally, in fact, he said the best experience you can get while I was young is being on the radio, because it helps you paint a picture to someone and it's just you in the radio. So I'm very fortunate that WCR have offered to help me on my journey. So hopefully in the next 12 months, when this crisis is over, I can get involved with WCR FM and help them with their content, and they help me likewise with my content. Obviously it works both ways. I also hope that once this crisis is over and we're back playing football, that I will start doing fan cams with B6 Ben. Big plans for the future. So like I say, I want to work for Scott. I want to become a sports reporter and work in the media industry. I've always had an interest in creating YouTube videos, creating video content. So yeah, I'd big plans for the future. I'd say become a sports reporter and achieve my dream of doing that. Next one's more Villa related. Now, what's your favourite Villa match this season? As our first time back in the Premier League this season, it was always going to be a roller coaster, and it's fair to say it has been a roller coaster of emotions, from getting to a cup final to nearly beating Liverpool. It has been a roller coaster of emotions, but I'd say in terms of atmosphere and in terms of the performance, I'd say Everton at home. It was a Friday night, atmosphere was absolutely buzzing. We had Sweet Caroline at the end, and to top it all off, I got Anwar El Ghazi's second goal on camera. So I'd say the favourite Villa match this season has got to be Aston Villa versus Everton. Views on what Liverpool have done with their staff. Now, if you haven't heard this, that Liverpool decided to furlough their staff and faced a lot of criticism on social media because of this, and through different media outlets, and they've now reversed their decision. Now, first of all, I was a bit confused when I first heard this, because Liverpool have got one of a great owner, and I was a bit surprised when they did this, and then obviously they overturned it. But the only reason they overturned it was because of criticism from the media, from social media. So, to be honest, I do feel that players should take wage cuts. Of course, it's great that they've overturned it, but why do you need to do it in the first place? These schemes are put into place at the moment for the people that are vulnerable and people that are at risk financially, and then people like Liverpool, who've got millions and millions of pounds as a Premier League club, go and use it as well. My opinion, it doesn't sit well with me, but I'm happy that they've overturned it. Now, Door on Tour, brilliant Nottingham Forest blogger, has asked me what my top 5 YouTubers are. Door, you'll be pleased to know you're in my top 5. I put Door on Tour as my number 5. Go and check him out if you haven't already. I really enjoy his vlogs. There's some great content at the moment. Number 4, another Nottingham Forest reporter, budding sports reporter just like me, Match Day with Max. Can really relate with Match Day with Max, because as we both want to go into the media industry, Max has been doing it a whole lot longer than me and has got a whole lot more of experience than me. So I really look up to him in terms of what he does, and he does some brilliant stuff, Max. Congratulations, Max, with the stuff with Misa and the BBC. I look forward to seeing your work. Thanks. Next one is Spencer FC, a long-time viewer of Spencer FC, me. As a football fan, he does some great stuff, and yesterday, in fact, I just watched his new Club to Club episode. Second, as a Villa fan, I've got to say this one, Villa on Tour, Max Stokes. I was lucky enough to interview him at the Football Blogging Awards and met him on a number of occasions. Brilliant content creator, and he's just showcases of normal free lads just going to football matches, because that's what he does so good, and some of the bants on there is just great to watch. And although the football sometimes isn't great, as a Villa fan, you always cheer us up with the bants. Cheers, Max. Number 1 is Thogden. always watched Ogden for a long time. I started watching him maybe 3 or 4 years ago. When he first started blogging on Bolton, he now does a lot of neutral games, does tours over Scotland. He was at that Rangers versus Braga match, and in fact Villa on tour was, so I'm sure they can relate to me in that being my top 5 witnessed live. Also, as well, I really enjoyed the videos he did during 2018 World Cup. He did a host of different videos and was keeping us all up to date in Russia. So yeah, Ogden, you're doing great work, mate. Keep it up. Brilliant question by one of the viewers. They ask, out of everything I do, what do I enjoy the most? Interviewing, editing, reporting, commentating. What do you enjoy the most? So I'd probably say there's 2 things that I enjoy the most. One is the interviewing. I find it fascinating that you can sit down with a footballer, ex-footballer, sports professional, and literally just have a chat with them and then upload it. And then the second phase that I also enjoy is the editing, because it allows you to put your own twist on something. It allows you to have control over a video you've made. This is from Max Lincoln. Make sure you go and follow MJ Design on Instagram. Max is a Lincoln City vlogger / YouTuber, but he also has just created an MJ Design Instagram page, so make sure you go and check him out on Instagram. Done some great concept kits. I'm still waiting for the Villa concept kit, Max. I look forward to seeing that. But his question is, what inspired you to get into YouTube? I think I've always had an interest in creating YouTube videos, always interest in creating videos. I've created multiple YouTube channels before, which you will not want to see because they are horrifically embarrassing. I'm not going to give away any names. I saw this as a perfect opportunity to document my journey. I've had multiple YouTube channels, like I say, but they've never really worked out. 1, because of how embarrassing some of them are, and 2, because I just haven't done it right properly or uploaded consistently. Whereas this one, I felt is a perfect opportunity to document my journey to becoming a sports supporter, and so far it's been quite successful. This one comes from Josh, known as Sportster, a Leicester City blogger this time. What is the best stadium in England? Now, unfortunately, Josh, I'm not going to give that away because you're going to have to wait for a video that's going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks to see what the best stadium in England is out. Stay tuned for that video. Now, this is an interesting question. Ahead of Euro 2021, what is England's best 11? Now, I'm not going to try and be as non-biased as possible here. There are going to be a couple of Villa players in there because I do feel they add a lot to the squad. But ahead of Euro 2021, this would be my squad for the Euros. So the starting 11 would be, in goal, number 1, Jordan Pickford. Yes, he's had a rocky start. Yes, he didn't have the best start to serve Everton, and he made a few mistakes. However, I do feel he's our number 1 in terms of England. Left back, I'm going to go with Danny Rose, just English fullback. And yeah, centre backs, I'm going to go with the bullish defender that is Tyrone Mings of Aston Villa and Joe Gomez for Liverpool. Right back, I'm going to go with Alexander Arnold. Now the midfield, this is where it gets interesting because I feel when it comes to the final third, we're blessed with players all over that are so talented in so many different ways. So in a DM role, I'm going to say Jordan Henderson. Been around for a very long time now, but always puts a consistent performance in. I'm going to go with James Maddison in the cam role, and then also on the other side of the cam role, I'm going to put Jack Grealish. I feel that like these 2 players are you could compare them to being similar, but in my opinion, they're 2 different players. Jack Grealish is a player that is brilliant at carrying the ball, draws fouls all around the team, and I feel like we haven't had that in the England squad for a very long time. On the other hand, you've got James Maddison, who is great at set pieces and can offer us something on set pieces. On the wing, I'm going to go with the rapid Raheem Sterling. Up top, if he's fit, of course, and no other question, Harry Kane. And right wing, I'm going to go with Jadon Sancho. So yeah, that's my England 11. Let me know if you agree down in the comments or if you change anything. But yeah, that's my best England 11. The final question of the Q&A is, what has been your favourite part of the journey? My favourite part of the journey so far, I would say, is being able to have a say in Wolverhampton and what happens with children with disabilities. It allows me to have a voice, and allows me to, this whole journey and whole YouTube platform allows me to have a voice. So the fact that, for example, in October, I hosted an event about labels and that how people with disabilities shouldn't be labelled. I found that really interesting to do, and I found it allowed me to have a voice. So yeah, I think the fact that this journey has allowed me to have a voice and say, and allowed me to find my voice, because that's something I probably struggled with prior to this journey. That's probably been my favourite part of the journey so far. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. I was quite surprised with how many questions I actually had. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications. Let us know what your top 5 moments are in football, what your best England XI is ahead of the Euros 2021, and your top 5 YouTubers. Until next time, goodbye and up the Villa. Hit the subscribe button and follow my journey to the media world. Click the video choices on screen to see more of my work.